Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Hannibal. I'm the executive director of FinLitDIY.com, FinLit Forum. We're going to show you how to properly structure your business for business credit and funding. When you do a free success scan with us, you're going to actually be able to log in and see how you're doing as far as lender compliance goes for your business. You're going to do your free success scan at FinLitDIY.com. Again, that's FinLitDIY.com. I'm going to show you guys really quickly. Pre-qualification scan to find out where you are now. You're going to answer a few questions about your business. And then you're going to get a login. When you get your login, you're going to wind up on a screen like this. You're going to see lender compliance. You're going to see how to build your credit. You're going to see where you can access funding. You're going to see a video for every step of what you need. So everything that your business doesn't have in good standing is going to be in red. Whenever you have this stuff in good standing, it's going to be a green check mark. And these are the data points that lenders look at to see if your business is compliant, right? You'll also have access to different types of funding. There are over 15 types of funding. You'll see the criteria of the funding. You'll have access to 3,000 different vendors that report to business credit bureaus. You'll have access to 200 lenders, and you'll have access to 244 credit cards. But let's start with the basics because you cannot build a structure without having the foundation properly set. So most businesses do not get funded, right? 85% of businesses don't get funded, they get rejected. And 9 out of 10 businesses fail. There's a correlation. Lenders are not in business to lose money. This is not a grant. When they give you any of these types of funding that you might see, they want that money back with the rate of return. So they know that most businesses fail, and they look at what's in common when businesses fail, right? These businesses don't have these items properly set. They don't have a business plan. They don't have things like that. So your lenders not only want to have you return the money of the debt, they want to make money off of the debt. So lenders combine, when they give you a loan, they're going to package the loan together that they gave most other people, and they're going to sell it on the secondary market. The secondary market, let's just say it's Wall Street, right? So if they can't resell that money, that debt that you got for profit together, if that loan is not performing, they will never issue the loan in the first place. That's why over 85% of businesses say no. But now you're going to see this through the eyes and the lens of the lender. What are they looking at? What's making that computer say yes or no? It's all these compliance factors that you see right here. So with entities, you need to have your entity properly set, whether it's an S Corp, an LLC, sole prop, whatever you're trying to do. If you do not have the entity, fear not. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is today, right? So you will have 4 different reputable providers to get your entity from. You'll have InkFile, you'll have CorpNet, you'll have Swift Filings, you'll have My Corporation, right? You have the direct link to get that type of stuff. So if I went to this direct link, it's going to help me file my business, right? You also will have access to the TESS database to see if your business is infringing on someone else's trademark, right? You don't have to guess where this stuff is. It takes you right to the United States Patent and Trademark Office so you can see if your business is infringing on someone else's business, right? You'll have access to everything that you need. If you are operating in a different state, right? Like I live in New York State. New York State is really expensive to establish entities. It's really expensive to maintain every year and do all that type of stuff. There's so much compliance you have to do. So I filed in different states. I've filed in Michigan before. I filed in other states. I filed in states with better asset protection laws, right? So I live in New York. I operate in New York. So if I have my entity somewhere else and I'm operating somewhere else, I need to file as a foreign corporation. Starbucks is headquartered in Seattle, but there's a Starbucks in Brooklyn, right? So they need to have a filing corporation filing, a foreign corporation filing. So if you do not have that in order yet, then you have the Secretary of State website for every state, right? You can do your entity search for the state. It takes you right there to the Secretary of State website. You never have to guess what any of this stuff is. If you need to do your annual filings, it takes you right there, right, to do everything that you need to do. Do not have to guess about anything. This is a free resource that gives you everything that you could ever need, right? It tells you things that you need to do. Your business naming shouldn't have things that are high risk. It shouldn't be ammunition. It shouldn't have alcohol. It shouldn't be dating. It shouldn't be guns and gambling. It shouldn't be I do credit. Can't have a credit name. It's a high risk industry. Drop shipping. It can't be finance, right? Capital. It can't be cannabis, right? You need to not have a high risk name. So once you have all these things taken care of, once you have your entity, once you're not infringing on someone's trademark, once you have a foreign corporation filed properly, if you don't have a high risk name, you just click this, you click the state you're in, you'll click save, and that will turn into a green mark, and you go into the next step, which is your business address, right? They need to know that you are not operating just a home-based business. Now, by the way, if any of this stuff is not making sense to you, when you see the description of it, when you get the direct links to whatever you need, if it doesn't make sense, you can just play the button of what we have, right? There's a video for every single step of what you need. Video for every step. So you see why everything is important, what you need to do. So with your address, it cannot be a home-based business. And when you do get free success skin, you're going to see why. You shouldn't just use a PO box or anything like that. That is clearly not going to be a business address. Now, if you need it, you can get a provider. We again give you over 4 reputable providers to get an actual address for it, right? You can go to DaVinci and get a virtual office solution. Whether it's a virtual office space or getting live receptionists or meeting spaces to actually meet your clients in any of these states at amazing different locations, right? You can get that stuff. An actual address at 1395 Brickell Avenue. And it's going to look pretty good, right? Or if you need a virtual address, things like that. If you need Opus, Opus has the same thing. Let's say we're live receptions answering calls, premium phone call transferring, all this stuff, so many destinations for a very reasonable price. You'll have an actual address that you actually need. Alliance, same thing. Go to their site. iPostal, same thing. Locations, all locations. They can give you mail forwarding, things like that. So you have so many different situations of what you can do. It's not that expensive, right? Or it can be inexpensive. So you have direct links to everything you need to do. Once you finish that up, you're going to click save, and it's going to give you a green check mark. Next, we have the phone numbers. You can't have a secondary number on. I have 2 phones. 2 phones, right? I have 2 phones. But I should not use any of my cell phone numbers when it comes to actually trying to get funding for my business. I should use an actual business phone number. Now, if I called from a 1-800 number to you guys, you probably wouldn't pick up because you would think it's a spam call. So I don't really practically use it, but it's needed for lender compliance. It's really important for lender compliance, having an FCC listed business phone number. If you need providers where you can get that phone number from, right? If you do not have a phone number, you can just get it right from phone.com, or you can get it from Vonage.com, or you can get it from Ring Central, you can get it from Nextiva. We give you direct links to everything that you need, right? We tell you why it's important. And then you can check your phone number. If you don't have if you need to know if it's a actual business phone number, right? Then we want you to list that thing on YEXT or listyourself.net or anything like that. We give you a direct link to do so. So once your number is properly listed in 411, and once you have your actual number, you save that and you go into the next step because you're taking care of it. You need to see that you have a reputable business. You need a website and email address. Most lenders will check your website preliminarily. So if you need it, you can go to any of these providers to get a website. You can get professional email. Just from Google Web Workspace, you can get your actual domain name. It can be, I love my FICOFitness at gmail.com. I check that the most. But I also need to have support at finlitforum.com, info at finlitforum.com, billing at finlitforum.com, info at finlitdiy.com. I need to have an actual professional email for my business, right? Once you have the professional email and the number of the website, you need to make sure you have your EIN. You need to make sure you have your licensing. So if you need your EIN, you can get that for free on irs.gov. We give you the direct link to go there. You don't have to wonder how you can get your EIN. You just click apply now and you start the process, right? Next, you need to know, do you have your licensing in the proper state? Once you got all that taken care of, you click yes, you save it, it becomes a green mark, and you move on, right? Your business bank account. You need a business bank account. Your business is considered to be open when you start your business bank account. She again will describe everything of why all this stuff is important. So every step has a video that corresponds on the side of it, and direct links to whatever you need to get this stuff properly structured. Not only do you need your business bank account, you need to have what's called a bank rating, right? Your bank rating, they need to know that you have a certain amount of money in your business bank account so you can service that debt, right? So they usually want you to have a low 5 bank rating, which is the average daily balance of $10,000 or more. An average daily balance, not just having 10,000 once and pulling it out, right? You need to know that you don't have non-payments and things like that or overdrafts. So these are the bank ratings that'll tell you why it's important and how to address that type of stuff, right? And everything has, so that's important. Also, another thing that's important is your agency listings. Your information has to be congruent. Everything has to be the same. It can't be suite 123 here, apartment 123 here, hashtag 123 there. It has to all be the same. It has to be congruent with your state, the IRS, the county, your bank, directory assistants. Everybody has to have the same information. And your SIC codes need to be the same, your standard industrial classification codes. Your NAICS codes need to be the same. All those numerical numbers that attribute to your business, the category has to be the same. And if you don't choose it, someone's going to choose it for you. Now, if you're wondering what the hell is a SIC code and how do I get it and how do I find it, you go here and you just search. You can see. And again, don't do the high risk names that we mentioned. Do something really vague like consulting or educational services or something like that. And you see what your codes are and you choose it appropriately according to what's not a high risk designation. And you have that information be the same everywhere. It always has to be the same. Once it's listed correctly, your permits are filed, you have your city license, your IRS is listed correctly, your bank account's listed correctly, you press save, and your agency listings are taken care of. All these will be green. And then correspondingly, you're going to see what things you qualify for now. Initially, you might have only qualified for 2 different things. Now you might qualify for 5 or 7. And then you go straight to the access funding and you see the type of funding that you want. If you have a 401k, right, if you meet that requirement, if you can use 100% of your retirement funds as a down payment on SBA loan, right? You can get access to that and it can exceed $25,000. If you need a business credit card, it'll tell you the criteria of that, what you need, right? You need a 680 credit score. If you need a business term loan, it'll tell you the type of funding that you need, right? It'll tell you the restrictions, how many inquiries you can have. If you need a equipment financing, it'll say that you can get that within 1 to 2 days, right? Leases, it'll tell you that it's usually tax deductible if you consult your CPA, that you need a personal credit score of a 620. You need to be in business for a year. You need at least $10,000 gross income if you want equipment financing. You might have accounts receivables factoring, where you need to have invoices from business institutions for at least $500 a month. You need to be in business for at least a month. Your gross revenue monthly needs to be $10,000. Then you can get invoice factoring receiving, right? All that stuff is important. If you need an SBA loan, it'll tell you which you need. You need to be in business for 2 years, right? It'll tell you all the things that are really, really important about your business to get the proper funding for your business. You also can check everything that you need to build your business. You can check your Experian business report. You can check your Credit Safe report. You can check your Equifax business report. You can check your Dun & Bradstreet report. Everything takes you directly to everything and gives you a video explanation of everything that you need. Your FICO business report, everything you need to know, your debt to income ratio, all this stuff is available for you once you make sure that you're taken care of. And then, of course, we give you, again, 3,000 vendors that report to business credit bureaus that are in an industry that's specific to you. If you need culinary stuff, you get stuff for food, right? You need product machinery, and this type of stuff will report to business credit bureaus. It's not just going to be Uline, Grainger, and Quill. You have over 3,000 different vendors. You have over 2,000 different lenders, right? 200 different lenders. You have access to 244 credit cards. So we give you resources, so many great resources. If you needed a business credit card, you can choose the institution you want, right? So let's say we wanted I'm going to show you something else. Let's say we wanted USC Bank. One, you see what the average limit, we see what the average limit is that they give. These give 8,500. These give 7,000. These give 50,000. Things like that. So let's just go with this BVA Compass, for example. You see what score you need. This is in the green tier, so you need a 740 and up, right? You also are going to see how much interest they give you and for how long. 0% interest for 13 months. With the annual fee, if any. This has no direct link to apply for that exact credit card. You see the average limit that they give. You see the highest limit that they give. You have the phone number to reach them. You have the business card link. You have the personal card link. You have the business card reconsideration line. If you didn't get approved, you get the personal card reconsideration line. And most importantly, you see what bureau they pull from. They typically pull from TransUnion. So if you have over 5 inquiries in 24 months, you wouldn't be applying for this card, right? You're going to strategically apply in the right order and sequence for the right different types of cards. So that's all your things you'll have access to. What bureaus they pull from, when, what the typical ranges are, what the interest rate is, all that type of stuff, right? So if I wanted to chase Southwest Airlines one, right, I would see this is the blue tier. I only need a 700 to 740. So I can get approved with a 700, right? Oh, this has an annual fee. There's no interest. They usually give 8,000. The highest limit they can give is 20,000. I have the direct link to it. I have the reconsideration line. If I don't get approved, I see that they pull from TransUnion. So you can be very mindful of what you're doing, when you're doing it, how you're doing it. You can apply the proper sequence, and we will guide you to funding. So if you want access to the 200 lenders, the 244 different credit cards, the 3,000 vendors, and if you want us to help you with that, our concierge service is $3,333 for us to guide you week by week for 52 weeks and get you funding placements. We are your mentors and accountability coaches. Every week, we tell you based on your business how you can get funding for your business. And that's $3,333. Or we have the virtual coaching option where you just have everything available to you, a video for every step, direct links for every step. All those things are available to you. That's just $1,111, right? So we love to help you. If you're signing up for business credit with us, whether it's as a concierge coaching option where we guide you through it for $3,333 or for $1,111 just to do it on your own and have all that access, you're going to get a bonus. We appreciate anybody that patronizes us. So we're going to give you a 3 to 7 day vacation for 2 to a destination of your choosing. The destinations include places like Thailand, Greece, Bali, Dubai, Paris, Rome, all those different places. You can get Fiji, things like that. You get a 3 to 7 day vacation for 2 people. Unfortunately, it's not a family trip, but we want you to experience, the luxuries of life when you build your business credit and things like that. So we appreciate you guys. More importantly, business credit requires having good personal credit. You need to have an excellent credit score unless your business has grossed over $3 million over the past 3 years, or has a long tenure of business and a lot of trade lines that establishes itself. So because you need good personal credit, if you sign up for our business credit options at $1,111 or $3,333, you're going to get personal credit included with our sister company, FICO Finesse, right? So with that, you will get the $333 enrollment fee waived. You'll get the paper delete invoices after your negative items are removed. Typically, it's $50 per negative item. You will get no upfront costs and no back-end costs. You will get all those fees waived if you're signing up for our business credit option. So to recap, as a bonus for signing up with us for business credit and getting guidance and direct access and knowing exactly what it takes for everything. If you want that vehicle in your business name, if you want that line of credit, if you want that business credit card, you get access to all that from $50,000 to $250,000 in funding or more. As a sign-up bonus for doing that, you get free personal credit repair, improvement, and enhancement, and learning how to maintain it properly. You get a free trip. You get all this access to hit the ground running and get started on everything that you need. You get free ebooks from us. You get free video training. All this stuff you're going to have from us, right? If you want to see our ebook, you'll see how to prepare a successful business funding request, how to build your business credit scores fast, how to get angel investing, where to begin and how to grow with your business, an excellent guide to personal credit scores. You'll see a bunch of videos for everything that you need. So you'll have access to a bunch of things. You'll actually see what you need to improve your credit scores. All this stuff is going to be really, really useful to you when you're doing this. You'll see if you need to build out your tiers, what you need to get approved, right? You'll see everything that you need. None of this is going to be a mystery. You don't have to scour YouTube or TikTok videos just being sensational. So again, go to finlitdiy.com to do your free success scan. You'll get your login. You'll log in here, start to address your compliance items. Even if you do not sign up with us for either of our service options, you can take care of these things for free and know exactly how to handle everything. I appreciate you guys. You can go to finlitdiy.com. You can call us at 551-310-3863. So that's 551-310-FUND. You can reach me at hannibal10k.com, right? You can also get our business card at popplewee.co/finlit. All of my contacts and resources are here. You'll have direct links to everything you need. If you need ebooks and stuff, you can go there. We have a bunch of masterclasses. We have the ebooks that you usually would have to pay for that you get free with our service. We have trade line trackers, business planners. We have DIY kits, right? If you want to use a free credit service, you can go to scoresurgeons.com. Again, that's scoresurgeons.com. That's going to give you free credit repair. If you don't want to enroll with us and pay $333 to enroll and pay $50 per negative item after it gets removed, you can use our credit repair software for free at Score Surgeons. It's $0 to sign up, $0 monthly. You can sign up at scoresurgeons.com. If you want to watch some of the information that we give on business credit, you can go to our website here. Finlitforum.com is where you can sign up for our personal credit for us to do it for you. Last but not least, if you want information, we shot a bunch of videos on how to improve your credit. So it's at Finlit Forum on TikTok. You can watch any of these videos that you need to know about credit. So I would love to help you guys out. Here are all our links. If you need to get rewards cards, anything you need to do, if you need a one-on-one, if you want some information on why not to pay collections, all these resources are available to you. Again, you can schedule a follow-up call at book.finlitforum.com. So that's book.finlitforum.com. So we can give you a one-on-one, answer any questions that you may have. I appreciate you guys for spending your time. You can be anywhere, but I want to help you guys reach your goals. So book a one-on-one with us. We'll be more than happy to help you. You can schedule a free one-on-one, and we will help you with all of your credit needs. I will see you guys on the other side. My name is Hannibal. I'm the Executive Director of FinLit Forum, and we'll check you out next time. I appreciate you guys.